field like, yeah, all day like, yeah, all night like, yeah, whole squad like, yeah, in the field like, yeah, all day like, yeah, all night like, yeah. You don't want problems, you don't want smoke, dog, you don't want problems. Yeah, you don't want problems, you don't want smoke, dog, you don't want problems. Yeah, you don't want problems, you don't want smoke, dog, you don't want problems. No, I said you don't want problems, you don't want smoke, dog, you don't want.
The NFL is on EA Sports, and we are in Silicon Valley at Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara. The scene a short time ago, this crowd, they love their 49ers, and they were in full roar as their guys burst out of the locker room, and we're ready for football as the 49ers get set to do battle with the Kansas City Chiefs. Here's the kicker, Harrison Butker, ready to get this one started, and we are underway from Santa Clara. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
Here we go, here we go. Wait, 80!
Watch the run, watch the run! Switch!
White! 21.
Watch the edge!
They'll run for the first time with Tevin Coleman. He's got a first down and more past the 30. And he's into the clear. 20. Touchdown, 49ers. Tevin Coleman, 81 yards, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Well, they said they wanted to have some explosive runs. How about that one to start the game?
And I would say on the defensive sideline, there's a lot to answer for. Because you spend all week saying, stop the run. I don't care who you're playing. You don't want to get run over. You don't want to get run past. And they got both over-committing in the secondary, and he just went stepping past them and is still running, essentially.
One play, and he hits pay dirt.
Let's go!
The Chiefs take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up first and 10 at their 25-yard line. Working from the gun, Mahomes. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down. Charles, already trailing by a touchdown early. This offense, how imperative is it for them to get points out of this drive?
Well, they feel like they have to go ahead and match because of what was already on the board against their defense. But I think even more so, you just want to avoid 3 and outs. You want to be able to stay on the field for a little while, let your defense catch.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. D4 just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7.
Check.
On third and long, it's Mahomes. And it's complete to Kelsey. And he makes it all the way down to the 31. Mahomes finding his tight end Kelsey for a big one. 51 yards. Mahomes now to throw. It's Kelsey on the ground. And they'll work it inside the 15. Yard line before it's all said and done. Our game not even 2 minutes old, but a quick red zone opportunity. They have a 1st and 10 at the 13-yard line. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. Oh, this is intercepted, intended for Hill. Picked off by the former first-rounder Jimmy Ward. He's at the 40. Past the 20. 10. And into the end zone. A pick six for the 49er D as they score the touchdown. We thought this defense would be opportunistic, and they were. Here, you're already up. Now you got a 2-touchdown lead. I tell you, going out there on defense, did they have a little bit of extra momentum with a score already on the board?
Oh, without a doubt. That already felt good to them. They took it and used it and obviously put up another one. But here's the thing now. Some defense coordinators might want to pull their guys back a little bit because they don't want them to make mistakes because they're too overamped. Others say, I've got 2-touchdown lead. Go get them, guys. They'll be even more aggressive.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points get that 0 off the board. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42. 9 catches, 105 yards for Tyreek Hill in the Super Bowl, and he likely had the biggest play of the game, wouldn't you say?
I would say so. 44-yard catch on 3rd and 15. Usually you're trying to just find enough space to get over the sticks, right? Get a 16, 18-yard gain, which is difficult in and of itself. But 44 yards on 3rd and 15. San Francisco had contained him so well throughout the game because you know what it's like with Tyreek Hill. When he catches the ball, you better surround him or he'll break a big one. Finally does it at the key point, and that starts the comeback for Kansas City. Paved the way for the first of 3 KC touchdowns in the 4th quarter.
Throwing on 1st down is Mahomes. Open man is Hill. He's got it. And he'll be marked down at the 26 with a gain of 7. Able to get 7 on that 1st down pass play. 2nd and 3. They go back to the ground with Williams. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. Speaking of Damian Williams, great Super Bowl. 17 carries, over 100 yards, and a touchdown on the ground. Charles, he also had one through the air. Did you think he would have that type of a game?
I wasn't sure that we would see that type of a game, but I knew he would be a part of their offense in terms of trying to break down what San Francisco does, that he would get the bulk of carries. But did I see 104 yards on the ground and a touchdown? Probably not. Did I see him catching one as well, 133 yards of total offense? Probably not. But give him his due because now, in his postseason career, which is 6 games, 5 of them with Kansas City, 1 with Miami, he scored 11 touchdowns.
Wow.
So on the big stage, the big lights, he produces, and he actually won the battle between undrafted free agent running backs because his total versus Raheem Mostert, who ran for, I believe, 58 yards and a touchdown for San Francisco, advantage Kansas City, advantage Damian Williams.
A solid pickup of 5 and a very solid 4th down conversion, and defensively pure frustration. Mahomes now 7 of 10 here in this first half, and he's got a 1st and 10. And they go the wrong way here. Knocked gets back to the 20. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
I don't think there's any doubt that if it's me, I'd be really cautious about continuing to call this play because you got to know, defenders, if they get a free shot at the QB, they want to take it, and they want to take it big.
And they got it there on the option play for a loss. And he's only going to get a yard from the 20 to the 19. It'll be a pickup of only a yard, and it'll be 3rd and 10 now. To throw, it's Mahomes. 4th down now as San Fran's defense was strong in coverage.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
So now then the penalty's got him set up with a 1st and goal. Following the penalty, it's Williams. And he'll take this from the 9 down to about the 7.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
Williams will try again. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. Taking it in from 7 yards away as they are now on the board here in the first half. And they're able to run it in. It started with a battle in the trenches. They won there, and they got in for 6 points.
And that's going to be a tough one for the defense to deal with. They've got to go to the bench now and figure out how we're going to slow down this running game because on that particular play, they had no answer.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20.
Let's go. Take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Here we go.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And coming off a one-play drive that was so deflating for the defense, what's their mentality? How do they rally here and stop this offense?
Well, hopefully there's some determination that sets in because they weren't ready to go on the last one. Give all the credit to the offensive guys for getting it done, but to allow a run of that length, that's just not being prepared. So now, are they determined? Are they ready to read their keys and make the proper plays?
And we'll see how determined they are. Looking to throw, Garoppolo steps away to his left. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Well, it looked like a quick hitter, a 3-step drop, but when it's not there, what do? He elects to try and escape through the massive bodies up the middle, and he does so and picks up positive yardage.
Here's a 2nd and 5 now from the 25.
11.
Check 25. Check 25.
Clock.
Slam.
I got this.
Garoppolo on the draw to Coleman. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the second quarter. 14-7.
Here we go.
We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll pay a visit to Jonathan Coachman. He's in Orlando, and he'll have our EA Sports halftime report.
Hey, gun. I got this.
Right there. 54 Mike. Check. Check 3.
Hey, gun.
On 3rd down, here's Coleman. And he's able to get it to the 31, and that's enough for the first. A gain of 4 that time as the drive continues.
On third down, that's a good job of situational football and understanding where the first down marker was and getting there.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
I got you.
Now they'll throw with Garoppolo. Man open, that's Deebo Samuel. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. The Niners have the first down on a gain of 11. 2 first downs have them up to the 41 now for 1st and 10.
11. 53. Hey, Charlie.
Here we go, D. Hey, it's just me and you. It's just me and you.
Hey, gun.
53's the mic. 53. Check 53.
A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. That's going to be caught by Samuel. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
10 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and inches at the Chiefs' 49-yard line.
So not quite a first down just yet as they come up on 2nd and less than a yard.
21. Hey, high 7.
Number 53. Mike 53. Watch the curls.
I got you.
53's Mike. Check. 50.
Throwing now is Garoppolo. And the catch made. This is Emmanuel Sanders. Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half.
Here we go. Hey, alert.
Let's see what you got. Mike 5-4.
Throwing on first is Garoppolo. And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line. And now the Niners going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. Well, they're in some hot water now after that sack. It's 2nd and 21.
2.
Check 37. Sponge.
12, fellas. Here we go. Hey, gun.
Here's Coleman on the draw. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. And he's going to be swallowed up. Sacked back at the 45-yard line. Emmanuel Ogbah drops him for a loss of 10. And it's going to be 4th and long. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half two, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. Complete, the tight end Kelsey. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A good pickup there, 26 yards. So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 36.
64, weak. 36. Kill.
From the gun, it's Mahomes. That's complete to Williams out of the backfield. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. And just in general, Charles, on a play like that, how tough is it for the defense to account for a running back essentially being a receiver downfield?
It's very difficult, especially if the running back has skills like a receiver, and you're aware of that before the game even begins. So throughout your practice sessions, you're going to want to be aware of him. Where is he lining up? What can he do? What kind of damage can he do to us downfield? And who can match up with him without weakening our overall defense? You're exactly right. It's a tough task to match up to him.
Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. To the right side, it's Kelsey. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 17-yard line. Off the draw, here's Williams. And he'll take it from the 18 to the 15, a gain of 3.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime, Mings, had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the former first-rounder Jimmy Ward. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. First possession of the 3rd quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
They'll start out on the ground with Coleman. And he will double the space they have to work with as they take it from the 2 to the 4.
Well, not a game that you're going to go crazy about, but when you start at your own 2-yard line, any type of space is good for the offensive guys.
Yeah, you just can't go backwards from here. They did it. Now we'll see if they can keep it on schedule here on second down.
180!
Double dog. That's the way. Hey, alert 3.
Black!
Tighten up. Hey, check 24. Pick that.
13! Hey, gun!
They will run again with Coleman. And a short gain here as he gets it up only to about the 6. Just a couple on the ground there, and that's going to bring up 3rd and about 6.
Here we go. Black 80!
I got you, son. I got you.
Two!
Check Mike 54.
I got you.
I can't believe they let you play. I can't believe they even let you play.
Working from the gun, Garoppolo. Chris Jones able to get In there for his second sack of the afternoon.
A 6-yard loss. It's 4th down.
And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Here comes the 49ers punter now. And no room for error here as his first punt comes from deep in his own end zone. So a short drop, but he's able to get it out, and this is a good kick. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And it's Chiefs football, 1st and 10.
At their own 47-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. Of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception, but they did. Hill's hit, and he lost the football. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line.
We have seen this before, and we know coaches preach about this and work on it all the time. Catch the ball. You know there's going to be some traffic somewhere. They've got to put it away and secure it as they try and get downfield.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Bravo. Right there. 54. Right there. 54.
After the fumble recovery, it's Garoppolo. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Frank Clark fighting his way home to get the sack.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20.
11.
Here we go. Check 31. Check.
Hey, Delta.
He's checking. Crash.
To throw is Garoppolo. The Sanders has got it complete. A good pickup there, 18 yards as they get closer for 3rd down.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
This is 3rd and 2, maybe the biggest play in this football game.
Shoot. Check 20.
Hey, alert. Stick. Set hut.
They'll try and run for it here. It's Coleman. And he's able to pick up the 1st down here before he goes down at the 26. Give him the 3rd down conversion, 5 yards on the play.
1st and 10 at the 26-yard line.
Here we go. 20.
Check. Watch 54. I got you.
11. 21. Hey, Alpha.
Garoppolo now, 1st down throw. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. The Niners passing game in sync now. They've got another 1st down. This is something you got to be wary of defensively. I mean, just because they're in the mode of trying to burn some clock doesn't mean they won't pass it, and they got good yardage out of that one.
Yeah, and really, when you're looking at it, now they've got a fresh set of downs. Look for 2nd down. If they want to take another shot and try and loosen things up, that'd be the time to do it.
Whistles now in a timeout defensively. So a wise move as they'll use the first of their timeouts to force one more play before the 2-minute warning. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10.
Kill. 21. Kill.
Now here's Goodwin with it on the jet sweep. And he's going to battle his way down right around the 2-yard line. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. They've got a 2nd down now as they search for a way to get this one to the finish line.
You go tight. You got tight. You got tight right there. Kill.
11.
On 2nd down now, it's Coleman. And across the goal line into the end zone. Touchdown 49ers. Tevin Coleman, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead. Gold with the extra point, and it's now 21-7. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
We always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, pump the ball away, get yourself set to play defense, but when you turn it over, it changes momentum, and when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You better be, because otherwise, it's going to be a long day for you.
That one, a 1st down pickup of 8.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. To throw again on 2nd down, Mahomes. And they'll get the football. They'll set up shop at their own 49-yard line. All smiles and high fives on that defensive sideline. That interception will cap off what was truly a tremendous performance.
Yeah, if you can hold a team to 7 points in the NFL, that's the kind of day that you feel really good about. Now, I do know a few guys are going to think to themselves, held them to 7. If we'd made one more play, could have had our shutout.
So after the INT, it's Garoppolo. Open man is Samuel, complete. No gain there on the completion, 2nd and 10.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. On 2nd down, it's Coleman. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. And what are the whistles for? Timeout. So they'll stop the clock here in a game that's been decided in the closing seconds. Now on 3rd down, an extra DB out there for the Chiefs.
54. Mike 54.
21. Here we go.
Mike 54.
Hey, wahoo!
Here we go, let's bring it. Let's go, let's bring it.
From the gun, it's Garoppolo. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. And what are the whistles for? Timeout. So they'll stop the clock here in a game that's been decided in the closing seconds. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on fourth.
11. 54. Hey, gun.
Garoppolo going to go on fourth down. And that is incomplete. 2 seconds left on the clock. The Niners go for it, but it doesn't work out. And the Chiefs will have the football back in excellent field position. One final try from Mahomes. And he's got his receiver. That's Sammy Watkins. So the victory here for San Francisco, and it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the second quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last points of the game?
No, but what a second half. The adjustment, whatever they did in the locker room, it certainly worked.
It certainly did, and you're exactly right. Whether it was an adjustment, whether it was just more focus on what they planned to do going in, whether they just played better, whatever it was, it all came